Hello Virgo, I am Ulrich, I'm a Lenormand card reader, and today we will do your classic Lenormand card reading. We do these card readings with 9 cards. Mostly we do a certain topic, but this time we just follow the cards, but mostly if we follow the cards, topic that is important for Virgo is very soon to come out, and then we just follow the topic. So Virgo, here I go for your classic Lenormand card reading for the month of June. Hello Virgo, and welcome to your classic Lenormand card reading for the month of June. As your first card here, we see the ship. The ship is the card of hopes, that we are longing for certain things in our life. It's possible also that we are longing for a break, we are longing for a vacation, going somewhere here. If you want to do business, sometimes also it points to our business, that we are hoping to do business, that we want to be that we don't have to want to have some enterprise. Probably if we do some business, this business is destined to be, because the cross is mostly destined to be, it's things that we need to do, or things that fit us here. Anyway, we should set sail here. The ship encourages us here also to be more adventurous. On your first card here. Anyway, we should, if we do certain efforts, it might take some efforts here for getting some results. But if, excuse me, if you have this card here, it softens up the cross a little bit. So it means if you do efforts, you will probably get some rewards or some results from your work. And then we gonna take the cross. The cross is the central card. Here we see that something is guiding us. Something is guiding us in the right directions. If the cross appears, it means it's time for things to happen. The cross always comes on time. It never comes before its time. The cross can also put, if we, for instance, entrepreneur, or if we have a business, or if we have work, or if we are in abroad, some burdens can put up on us. The cross also put a kind of pressure. So if we would have some interaction in abroad, there could be some pressure for that, but sometimes the mountain is also the internet. So it's possible that you also have an enterprise on the internet. If not on the internet, it could be in abroad or in another city. Anyway, however I put it here, there will be some pressure here upon you. Anyway, you must have faith in yourself, because things, even if things look against the odds, if we continue with this, we will come in the right direction. But sometimes with the mountain, it delays things. There's a lot of delay cards here, but eventually this is only for 1 month, but it's possible that you experience here some delays here. Anyway, if you are a spiritual or religious person, due to meditation, you can focus here on getting more insights. If you are a religious person, you can maybe pray or call upon your deity for get more insights. This is what we are seeing here. But anyway, we should focus here in any way on our thoughts through religion or through spirituality. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe there is a burden upon you. Mostly with the cross in the middle, there's a kind of burden upon us that we cannot get rid of here. This is what we are seeing here. But also the cross sometimes is choices. So it's possible that certain choices in your life, you will accept them, and other you will refuse. So this is what the cross also tells us here. We need to decide how to handle, how to act if things would be too burdensome for us. There could be some stress, there could be some draining because of the cross there, and especially with the mice, some things could be nagging on us, especially on the work front. This could be the case. Anyway, we need to, if we have difficulties, we need to pick ourselves up, going in the right direction here. We need to make a stand, a foothold here with the mountain. This is what we are seeing here. Also, here we see also that mostly this point to authenticity. So it means we do something on an authentic way, in the way we do it. This is what we are seeing here. There are probably some lessons to be learned right now, and if you have learned these lessons, there will be a moving on here. This is what we are seeing here. But as I said, the cross, sometimes it's not an easy card, but it's mostly lessons. Then we're going to mirror the cards here, the mirror the corner cards. We have the ship and the person card here. In this case, we have the woman, but if you are a man also, it applies also on you because these are general readings. It's possible here that there is that you are traveling here, that you're going somewhere, that you are departing somewhere. We already mentioned for people who have no plans to travel long distance, this could be a trip to a near city, or traveling for professional, traveling for entrepreneuring. This is what we are seeing here, or traveling for your job. You could experience some delays. The mice is also about details. So before you travel, make sure that you have the right documents. It depends on the area where you live. Of course, if this is a local travel, mostly there is very few troubles, but in some countries there still is obligations for the certificates for vaccinations. So this could be a problem. In some countries this is oppressed, and we cannot get around it here. So maybe this is the delays that we are seeing here. In another case, if you travel, make sure that you see all the details, that you have all the documents for traveling, because sometimes this points that due to certain circumstances, we could have delays because we didn't pay attention to the details. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Anyway, we could take somebody with us. Maybe this person is a little bit under the weather that we are taking with us. This is possible also with this combination of cards, or they don't feel so well, or they have less energy. This is possible also because the mice tend to nibble on our energy sometimes here with this combination. It's possible in another way that we travel to a person in abroad. In this case, for instance, this could be a woman. If you're a man, you could travel to a woman in abroad. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible that this person temporarily is a little bit under the weather, as I mentioned earlier. Anyway, there's a longing here because, as I said earlier, the ship is a longing for a certain woman that we are seeing here, or for a certain partner that we want in our life. There's a kind of wanderlust here. It's possible also, if you don't know this person yet, there's a person about to come in your life. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. It's like we are seeking for a partner, and if we pay attention, probably we are able to meet this person. Anyway, this is also about changes. You will probably make some changes in your life in the time to come. For some people, this might mean that they are somehow intertwined professionally with travel business. Maybe you had some losses before if you were in the travel business, as many people who are in that area due to the circumstances, due to the viruses that were put upon us. A lot of businesses had a hard time in the last 2-3 years. So this is what we are seeing here. Then we go in the corner cards here, the tree and the mountain. The tree and the mountain here, it means that on the business front, things might slowly start to grow. So slowly you start to develop more positivity, maybe more customers coming in, because the fox is the card of the work. And we see here that more things are developing on the work front. The mountain, however, is a slow card, and you will need to pay attention to a lot of details here. This is important that we do so with this combination of cards here. It's possible you yourself, there's a lot of connections with your home country. You are in your home country, because sometimes also this can point also to the home country. So there's still a lot of connections there here with this combination. It will not be easy to recover if you do business, but you can recover. You need to push through, and then the things will come in order here. But you need to endure probably a hard time, because this is a hard time that we are having right now. There's like a physical endurance here. Maybe it works on our body. This stress may be related to profession, maybe related to entrepreneuring. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But if you are hesitating, don't hesitate too much, because we have the ship there. So you need to keep things on the move, even though it's difficult sometimes maybe to do. Sometimes also this points that in abroad, we could encounter some officials that working against us for some reason, maybe due to all these changes in the law that are related to travel here. It's possible that it has to do with that that they make your life a little bit difficult, that there are certain obstacles, or there are certain things related to the job that have been changed. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. But there could be some people that that work against you here with this card combination. They could be quite hard because the mountain is hard. This is what we are seeing here for changing their opinion. It could give some frustration for you. Of course, don't be desperate. Things will come true because the cross is destined to be, but it also means that things will move on here. You have the nice card here. This is the bouquet, and the bouquet is a positive card that we are having here. Anyway, this always points to long distance business that we do long distance, the business that we do in abroad, business that we do to the internet, because the mountain is also the internet. This is what we are seeing here with here. But you will see, if you have accepted been undergoing these difficulties afterwards. I know it's a classic to say, but or it's here we see that if you endure these difficulties, you will come out stronger. I know it's a cliche, but this is what the card's saying here. So if you keep moving, you literally can move a mountain if you keep persisting. But we need to sometimes be patient for getting things back in the new normal. This is like we have karmatic struggles that we need to undergo in here. But probably you will be unwilling to yield. You will put your foot on the ground here. Sometimes also, even though things are not going very well, we are very cold-hearted, very persistent here for doing business. If you would encounter opposition, sometimes also we don't speak too much, but we keep pushing. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But afterwards there could be a big satisfaction coming to you here, but you will keep looking here for a way out, especially with the fox in the middle, because the fox is a stealth card. So if people make your life sour, the fox is a very smart card. It's an intelligent card. So you will probably try to find a way around the mountain, because the fox can operate in stealth mode. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. But there will also be some acceptance here, things that make you sad. We accept that we are sad here, sad with this combination of cards. For some people, it could literally mean that they are in the mountains. Maybe you are more in the nature, you're more alone. Maybe this is due to relaxing reasons, or this could be a good thing to do for relaxing yourself here. But if you have difficulties, you will act upon them like Virgo in a pragmatic and calm way. Virgo, mostly they are a calm sign. They are down to earth, and this is also maybe the best way to act with the problem. But if you are persistent, this whole thing will solve itself. And then we go in the horizontal line. We have the mice and the ship here. The mice and the ship here, even though this is a lot of postponement and a lot of delays in this card reading, this will be a month that things will go slow. But probably the last line is quite good. There will be some changes, but temporary, you could have some delays. Anyway, we see here that there will be some delays. As I said, pay attention if you're entrepreneuring, if you do business in abroad, if you do business on the internet, pay attention to details. It will be very important, and it will avoid additional delays. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also this combination here, maybe we're avoiding the trip, but the question is if it's a good thing to do, because mostly these problems would not go away. Of course, you could decide for, if it's too difficult, for delaying your trip 1 month. This is possible. But of course, if you have a business, you will need to attend your business. And the question if it's possible to attend your business if you're not locally there. If you can work online, of course, there is some changes, but maybe you need to attend there in person. It's possible also. But anyway, this points to certain travel problems that we are having here. No matter how I turn this, I come here with travel problems, delays, and that we need to pay attention on certain details here. probably it's very strict to travel to the area where you go, because the mice, they mean sometimes also unclean situations. So there will be a lot of strictness here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible also because you encounter certain problems that your sense of adventure, it's decaying. You get less enthusiastic here, but as I said, you will come out stronger here with this combination. See that if you do certain delays for, see if you do certain research for traveling, that the information is correct. See that you are on the right side, that you are on the government side. See when the site is updated, because now things are changing very rapidly. So keep yourself up to date, because sometimes this means that we are maybe misinformed, because I hear a lot of things now recently from misinformation in the home country where you live. For instance, if you need to do certain tests, these tests have maybe a validity of 2 days. In other countries, they only have a validity of 1 day. So be aware of details. It's very important here, so you don't come in certain problems here if you travel. Anyway, we still want to try new things here. We still try to find a solution, of course. Once you're over this problem, you will leave this difficult situation behind you. Virgo is very much into details, so they will remember this and they will look into details, because Virgo is the detail, and you will look into what exactly is wrong. And it's very good and very important that you do so. Then we have the mice and the woman here. We need to be careful if there are people around us that we can trust everybody. That's also a thing here, and we need to take care of our health. See that you eat healthy, don't see that you sleep enough, see that this whole situation is not too stressing on you. So see that you have enough sleep, eat enough, take enough vitamins, don't eat too much foods that digest difficult here. This is what we are seeing here, because else this could even bring up more problems. So we need to keep our body healthy here with this combination of cards. Sometimes also this points that we could be, as I said earlier, for a certain period, a little bit under the weather here with this combination. If, of course, if you would, what is also a possibility, and I didn't mention yet, maybe you booked a trip and the trip is delayed because you feel under the weather. It's possible that you get a flu or you get something, and that you need to reorganize the trip there. So also, if you book a trip, see that you have an annulation insurance, because if you don't have an annulation insurance, maybe you cannot get your money back. Check the website where you are booking that everything is covered, so you don't lose money also in that way. Anyway, we see here also, if we have too much stress, for some people, it could mean that they have weight loss. You could lose weight due to stress factors in your life. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. If you travel, I want to mention this also, take very good care of your stuff. Don't let the stuff out of your sides. See that your bag are very good closed with a lock, because sometimes this is lost during travel. So see that you are that you take care of yourself. Don't leave your bags unattended. Watch your cards, watch your wallet. Take a special wallet, so it's not so easy stolen, like for in front of you or under your shirt here, that your money is secure. Then we gonna go in the second horizontal line. We have the house, the cross, and okay, the house and the cross here. This means if we are living in a certain place, this is the right place for us. It's possible also that in the future that you are planning to move in the future, or you have two houses. If you will come in another house, this house is destined to be. This is the right place. So it's possible also sometimes maybe that you have more than one house. Maybe you also are a lot in abroad. If this is so, if you move to abroad, it means and you leave your house behind where you are living now, it means that we come in the right house that is exactly are destined to be. This is what we are seeing here. There is a kind of safety blessing upon that house, and mostly with Venus there, it means that the house is in an environment that we like. So this will be specific for you. It's like you come there and you think, I like this house, and also you like the environment where it is, because Venus, it creates a taste. So it will be exactly your taste, maybe in a location where it is. This is what we are seeing here also with this with these cards next to each other. It's possible also that part of your journey that you're undertaking, maybe it's possible here there are some spiritual meetings, religious meetings, or maybe you're religious, and if you go on regular basis to spiritual or religious meeting, maybe yoga, maybe praying, maybe temples, whatever it is here, maybe churches, maybe mosques, whatever applies here on you, this is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we see here also that we are becoming wiser with these problems. As I mentioned earlier, we see this coming back here. But there could be some issues you need to also work out, maybe surrounding the house, maybe for going there. But there will be some issues also related to the house. But maybe this could also mean that if you leave, that you leave your house behind and that you go to another place, of course, then there will be no problems. It's a little bit double here, this cards here. This is what we are seeing here. But there could be also some responsibilities that we carry for our family here, and the bouquet, it softens things up. So normally sometimes it's harder, but with the bouquet here, it has a way for softening the things up, because this is a Venus card and things will go more smooth here with responsibilities, with certain hardships. This is what the cards tell us here. Then we have the cross and the bouquet. If there was a hard time with certain persons in our life, maybe with relatives, maybe with people on the work floor, this means that we forget and we move on. But also there's certain apologies. People could apologize to you, or you could apologize to certain people. Maybe there were difficulties. This is possible here. Sometimes also it means that we learned important lessons. We are more kinder for now. We have changed a little bit. Sometimes also if we have a social life, our social life could put a stress on us. Sometimes maybe we like to be alone because we have the mountain here. And our social life could put a stress or a strain on us. So but sometimes it might be wise also, as I said, to go a little bit into nature and to relax yourself with this combination of cards. Anyway, mostly it likes where, as I said, Venus in general likes where she is. But mostly we act also friendly. If we go out, we act friendly on principle already alone. We will try to please people around us. This is also what we are seeing here. We are dutiful. We take our duties serious because the cross is serious. We see that if we build something, we will also see with this combination that the foundations that we are laying are very solid. This is literally like we need to build something that puts a lot of pressure, and we know in our heart that the foundation for our work, for our business, need to be solid. And of course, in most cases of this, you need to see that your foundations are solid. It's possible also with this combination that we get compliments because people around us know that we have a hard time, and it's possible, if you're not looking for it, that people are, for instance, saying to you, you're very dutiful even though you have a hard time. This is what we are seeing here, and you could get a kind of support or a kind of energy out of that. This is what the cards tell us here also. It's like you forget the difficult times that you have because you are complimented, but you will present yourself very very up to date. You will see that you're well dressed. You see that that your clothes are in good order. This is what we are seeing here also. It's like we try to keep up appearance here, even though we have a hard time. People have a difficult time to finding out what is really going on with us here, because the house sometimes also it has certain rules for not explaining everything. There's like a pretty facade here that is represented. Then go in the third horizontal lines, we have the tree, the fox, and the mountain. The tree and the fox here, here we see that if we push through, we will get the desired results. I mentioned this earlier. Here we will learn a lot here. If we doubt certain people that give us certain opinions or certain points of view related to our work, and we doubt this decision, it's best here to ask for a second opinion. So if you're not in charge and somebody gives you an instruction or somebody advises you in a certain direction, if you have the feeling this is not the good way for you to go, ask for a second opinion. This is wise to do with this combination. Anyway, you will understand here also a lot. If you would feel a little bit under the weather, the same applies. So if you have certain issues, even if there are small health issues and the doctor or you get a diagnosis from something and you think, what has this got to do with how I'm feeling or what I have? It's best to ask also for a second opinion. This sometimes it gives confusion in analysis on the medical front. With this combination of cards. So if you have the feeling that something is off with the diagnosis, we can always ask for a second opinion here, because else you could end in trouble. If you feel it's wrong, act upon it. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, you will see here also that you will establish routines, because this is also about routines, and Virgo normally they have certain routines. They like to have things doing in a certain order, and you will establish these more here with this combination of cards. Also, again here, see that you have the right nutrition, that you sleep enough. It's very important here because this comes several times back, especially for Virgo. If they want that their body functions well, sometimes they need to take care of their health. They are very strong, but they need to eat healthy and keep their body strong. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also because you have certain issues with your body or you don't feel well that you try to distrust your body. But it means that maybe if we put diesel in a gasoline car, the thing don't run. So it's the same here. So see that you have the right foods for yourself. This is what we are seeing here. But we become a lot of smarter here because the Fox is an intelligent card. So what you experience now will make you a lot smarter. It's like we're getting streetwise. We learn the hard way. Sometimes also it means that we could have some competition in our surroundings here. This is what we are seeing here, possibly from people, you know, in certain way. But mostly if we work hard, this competition, we can overcome this situation. We need to think a little bit on ourselves here. We need to focus. We need to set our foothold. And if you focus, set your foothold, you will overcome this. Possibly also, if you see you have troubles, you will implement an untraditional style of working. And this could give you certain advantages. This is what we are seeing here. If you're out of a job, this means that you find a job and also you get more work. This is what we are seeing here. If you work a lot, you could also feel that you need to eat in the healthy way, and also drinking is important. You see that you need to see that you drink enough liquids, healthy liquids, water, whatever, orange juice or whatever it is that you like here with this combination of cards. Anyway, things are growing in a positive way for making yourself stable. And sometimes also this points that there is an increasing need for sensuality or sexuality with this combination of cards. Then we have the Fox and the Mountain. Some people, as I said earlier, could blocking you. We see this always coming back here. I cannot say anything else because it's coming back here, the delays here. Also, if you plan something, it's possible. Double check everything, because it's possible with this combination that we misjudge a situation. I come on the details. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Also, we need to be careful with this combination of cards that we don't think or put in our mind that the obstacles are bigger than we presume, because this is obstacles, but maybe in your mind you think that the obstacles are much more bigger than they actually are. Sometimes we over emphasize the problems, and this is possible with this combination. So relativize here. The problem might not be so big as you think here, but we will defend ourselves here with this combination here. Probably also you will need to be smart for certain problems to solve here, as I mentioned earlier, the fox is a smart card, and if people cause you problems, you will need to be maybe even a little bit cunning. But sometimes we need to be here for this combination of cards. For sometimes suggestions will be made to you, and people will say, is it not better to do like this or that? And also for certain things, you definitely will say no here, but you will adapt to the difficult situation. Then we go in the verticals. We have the ship, the house, and the tree. The ship and the house, it tells us here that we are, as I said here, you probably will move, land in another city, in another home, or probably in abroad. We saw this earlier here. This will be an uprooting for yourself here. You consider probably moving countries. As I said earlier, this always comes back. There's a migration. This is a general tendency that I see for a lot of signs. We come here. This is the aftermath of the viruses. A lot of people are tired of staying in their country. They have the feeling they need to change, they need to move, they need to go to other countries, they have more opportunities in other countries, and there's a migration in general for all people. People are tired from a lot of things. I see this in many readings here. This is what we are seeing here, and we could consider migrating, moving to another country. Also, this points to a total change of lifestyle. So this could mean also, if we have a total change of lifestyle and we have never been in that country, but we have chosen that country, it's possible also that you encounter some problems there because we are not used to. If you have no relatives there, if you have no friends there, sometimes it's hard. We stand on our own. So that could also be part of the problem. What we can do also is here make more social contacts in context, because this is the card of social context. But it could be not so easy to find the group in the beginning where you belong to. But of course, you can find on the internet some people who are like-minded, who are in the same situation. Mostly there are blogs about that, and maybe this is a good idea with this combination here, for find people who are in the same situation, who come from the same country, or who implement a lifestyle change. Also, mostly we can do like this. We can find people who come from our country, from a neighbor country, who speak the same language, for easing up yourself here. This is what we are seeing here. But there will be an openness here to adventure here with this card readings. Anyway, what I also want to mention here also, if it's not necessary to take too much cash money, don't take too much cash money. It's better to put it maybe in a card somehow, in a Visa, than taking too much cards. I know you probably will need some basics, but maybe it's best to keep it in the basics. Here, this is what we are seeing here also. It's always wise, because sometimes you need to be careful with taking too much cash. Anyway, we will change and broaden our outlook on things here. There's an enhance here of the lifestyle. We will build good foundations. These are two founding cards. So you found something. This is what we are seeing here. In a way, also what is possible also is that the house is not too far off from the water. I also want to add, be careful if you live to the water, because in astrology, this is then another topic that I'm gonna slightly touch here. If there are for the future, for the coming months, there's a lot of predictions that especially in tropical countries, there is a lot of water that is predicted. So you can interpret this in any way. Maybe heavy rains, maybe there's some floods. So be careful where you live. See, maybe it's wise to live a little bit higher. So if you choose to live close to the water, keep in mind that in some countries, it's difficult if you live close to the water, because you could be affected by too much water, by floods. And of course, if we get water in our house, it's not an easy thing to do also. So be careful, be aware of that also if you are planning to live close to the water, or if for some reason you find your destined house close to the water. Take that in account, that these are possibilities in countries where we are confronted with hurricanes and with storms and with heavy rains, especially rain season here. Be careful with that. Anyway, we see here also there's some distance here from the family. Of course, if you move abroad, there will be this could be also due to a problem, but mostly if we move abroad, well, there is a distance in family here. Then we have the house and the tree on itself here. Here we see also that we work in our home. It's possible that you work a lot in your home. Our health also, it's possible if we move that our health is improving with the whole situation, maybe with the new work here. This is a suggestion that tells us it's best to do business in our home. So if you can, this will be an advantage for you. You will probably relax more, and it's best here that we work in our house. Maybe you have a home business or home-based business, and it will be very good for you if you do so. Anyway, be careful here if you rent a house that it's in the right location, but your health will become more stable here with this. Probably you will stay in that area where you live for a long time here. You could really feel at home in this new place where you are going, and you could see this as your second mother or fatherland. This is what we are seeing here, even though you experience some difficulties in the beginning. It gives you more, you will get more strength here. This is what we are seeing here, but this always points to a house close to nature, close to water. This is what we are seeing here. You will also, for a way here, it also the environment where you are staying, it gives you a feeling of safety. This is what we are seeing here. But we could be, if we have made up our mind, this sometimes also point, if we once make up our mind for something, we are not easy to change our mind. Somehow also, in a direct or in an indirect way, what we are doing could have rooted connections with what our family did. So maybe our grandparents, our parents, some of our family members, they were in a certain trade, and we go into that. Sometimes this points to, I'm just giving an example here because we have the house here. Sometimes this means you go into real estate. Here, this also points to business in real estate, foundations, something founded, something solid that your business could involve. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, you will probably be very innovative with this combination. It's possible also that it's destined to be here, and that you literally get this out of your DNA. It's like you know what to do here. It's inside of you here with this combination. Some things are just destined to be. Then we have the mice, the cross, and the fox, the mice, and the cross here. Here we will see that we overcome the troubles, as I said here. If the things become too hard, don't give up too soon. Don't give up too soon if things become difficult, because this is a temporary period here. You need to hear the cards are urging us to persevere. Keep your foot on the ground, push through, and you will, because maybe you need this experience for later on. Because if you experience now, it's in your experience pocket. And later on, if you experience a similar situation, you will remember it and you can solve the problem easier. This is what we are seeing here. Also with this combination, even if you perceive these difficulties as very harsh, just push through it, and it's only them. Don't panic here. Also with this combination, don't be fearful. There is a protection upon you. There's a protection upon your person, even though it's hard and we endure some suffering. There's a protection upon you. This is what we are seeing here. But you will let go from certain burdens here. Pay attention to details. I already mentioned that here. You could feel also at a certain periods when it's really difficult for you that your fate is cruel, or even difficult and cruel. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also that means that in the beginning, when we arrive there, we just live basics. We live very simple. Mostly Virgo, they are a simple sign. They don't need a lot of blah blah. They can live very simple, and this is what we are seeing here. It's possible in the beginning that you are happy, just that you are settled. This is and this might be a good thing to do here with this combination of cards. We need to keep our faith here with this combination, and later on you will see that this pain or these difficulties slowly will go away. Then we have the cross and the fox here. you will make, because you learn a lot here on short time, and you will make a good plan here, because the fox, he likes to have a plan. And if you do so, if you make a plan, we will successfully manage our business. You will also be very suspicious. If you encounter certain things in the beginning, if you learn certain things, you will be very suspicious. So be careful. If you establish a business, always watch your money, watch what you're paying for, watch who you're paying for. Even with governments, we need to be careful. So here, just be on the tip of your toes, pay attention here. You should here focus on yourself, not on others. It's important we focus on ourselves. I know it's egoistic what I'm saying here, but if we do business, sometimes we need to think just about ourselves here. This is what we are seeing here. We should be dedicated to our own person, ourselves here. It's possible in the beginning, due to you have a lot of difficulties, even though you like the job that you are doing, at some point you can still feel it like a burden, even it's what you like, what you're doing, but maybe because due to certain circumstances, we could have a conflict here with our duties. Anyway, you will also, with this combination, we try out, because the cross also tests us, but we see the test in another way now. It could test you for trying out new things, seeing new angles during difficulties. And this could come in handy later. I know what we are saying here, and also what we can do here, what we see with this combination of cards here is that we pray for ourselves. It's not necessarily a negative thing here, but we pray for better times. This is what the cards tell us here. Anyway, due to all this suffering, there is a growth here, there's a change, there's a positive change here. It's possible that this whole thing makes you more softer. It makes you more softer because Venus has a soft touch here. And also this is the card of creativity. Due to all this suffering, sometimes if we experience something for a long time, after that we become more creative. There's a lot of artists who are very creative because they suffered. So we can extract something that was destined to be and put this in a creativity. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination of cards. But you will put your back in it here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we go in the third vertical line. This is the person card. Then we have the bouquet here. As I said, this points to kindness, generous people. You are also inspiring for others here. Don't be surprised also if certain people flirt with you, because this is a flirting combination. So if you think, is this guy or this woman, is she hitting on me? Probably she is. Because this is a combination that attracts others and they make us want to flirt with us. This is what this combination also represents. But anyway, maybe also on the relationship front, it's a little bit difficult now because we are enduring a lot of difficulties. If you have nobody there, it's possible here that if you meet somebody into a journey, the first in the beginning it could be a little bit difficult to make contact. Maybe the contact is in the beginning through internet, or maybe the person lives in a remote area because we have the mountain here. It's possible in the beginning, it's possible that the contacts are a little bit difficult, but it will all work out here with this combination. The advice that you are receiving from this person will be helpful for you. If there are certain people around you, maybe they live there in that country, so they know more about the laws, and this could help you somehow here. We need to connect to the right people here for exactly know what we are going here. But mostly at this point that we have, even though we have difficulties, we still have a pleasant attitude. This is what we are seeing here. You will be appreciated and other people will appreciate you also. As I said, you will get praise here for what you are doing because you have a hard time here with this combination. If you encounter something, this person could be, according to you, the way you see it, you could perceive this person as very pretty, as beautiful, if not on the inside, on the outside. Something is attracting you to this person. Sometimes also it points that that we are a very good host, that we are a very good host. You have your hosting abilities under control because this lies under you. So this is what you have under control. You have the way you look under control. You have your kindness under control with this combination of cards. Sometimes, as I said here, this is an artistic combination. It's possible also that is the place that we are living here, even though we don't want to invest too much in the house. Maybe we can still make it nice with not so much budget. This is what we are seeing here. Mostly Virgo, they are smart with money. This is what we are seeing here. This could be also, but you could also be in professions, in relaxation professions. This is possible also, or making other people comfortable, whatever that may mean. Then we have the bouquet and the mountain. The bouquet and the mountain here. We will spend some time in nature also. Another thing I didn't mention there yet, it's possible also with this combination of cards here, that somebody who you were in contact before, a previous lover, they come back in your life, because here, this is the card of return. So it's possible that somebody was before in your life, they come back into your life. This could be a foreign person that in the country where you're traveling to. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, you will overcome obstacles here also. There will be a lot of charm here around you. Even if things are going very bad, you will still be charming here. This is what we are seeing here. Don't apologize too much also, because sometimes it means we apologize a lot here. But you will appreciate also, don't forget to spend some time alone if you have too much stress, because your body and your mind will appreciate sometimes that you will be alone. Sometimes also, what do we see here, that people offer us certain gifts, physical gifts. Maybe they bring us something and we refuse the gifts. Consider this wisely if you refuse the gift. I don't say you need to accept money, but certain gifts will be given to you. If these are gifts in social contexts or for building networks, don't say no, because they could come in handy. But if they, sometimes here this combination tells us if somebody gives us something, we say no. For some reason, maybe you have personal reasons for that here with this combination. Anyway, it points also that you will be patient. You will be patient also with this combination, of cards. Then we're gonna do the cross. We see if we can add something. We have the ship, the cross, and the mountain. So this trip is destined to be, as I said, because this is the card of destiny. It's destiny where you're going. Also, you will explore probably religious, spiritual places there in this country. This is possible also. There's a longing. We manage our longing here. You will travel, even though you know it's trouble, you will still travel, you will push through. This is also what we are seeing here. There could be a part of the journey, maybe if you are delayed or you cannot move anymore, sometimes it's possible that you take up a kind of pilgrimage here with this combination of cards. You already saw the delays. Certain longings will get less. Of course, it all depends to what exactly that you are longing, but this points also to foreign religions, foreign ideologies, foreign spirituality, spirituality that is not so common. This is what we are seeing here. Again, here we see the migrating thing is coming back. Then we have the cross and the mountain. Time of solitude, I already mentioned this here. Challenges that we are having here. Pressure is put upon us. Then we do the other cross. We have the woman, the cross, and the mountain, the woman, and the cross here. It's possible that somebody comes in your life. This is a possible partner, a possible person that is close to us, and this person really has good intention to guide us, and we could really appreciate this if this person is guiding us. And due to that this person guides us, this is the tree, and the tree needs roots, so we could get good foundations out of that. So if somebody is willing to help you, just accept the help if you don't know exactly where to go, because it could root you more faster. This is what we are seeing here. This could be a person also this person that helps you, man or woman, they could be quite spiritual, quite religious, or whatever that mean here to you. This person also had a lot of struggles in her life already, that will help you. So maybe in that way, this is the reason why you can get along well, because that person also had a lot of problems already in her life. This is what we are seeing here. This person also, mostly, they will not ask too many questions. They just will help you for helping you, just for the reason for helping. This could be, if you like this person, there could come out a destined relationship, like a karmatic relationship. Sometimes, as I said, Venus returned, and there is something karmatic or something returned. If this is not directly in this life, it could be a karmatic relation out of a previous life here. This is what we are seeing here. But this person could be quite having a lot of faith, having a lot of spirituality, is a lot into meditation, and we ourselves maybe also. So maybe the attraction comes from there here. Even in extreme cases, this person could be like a minister. In some religions, they are allowed to have relationships, something like that. There's a spirituality here, a big faith here. Then we have the cross and the tree. Here we see that we are actually on the right path, even though we have not an easy time. We're on the right path. This is what we are doing. We're on the right place at the right time. As I said, the cross is always on time. Take care of your health again here. This is what we are seeing here. At a certain point also, you might do some testing, how stable you are, how stable you feel there. It's like you do a test, a check how firm your roots is, because you will have had some problems, and you will test how strongly you are rooted. This is what we are seeing with this combination. Anyway, try to be flexible also. If you, for your health, try to eat healthy. I mentioned this already many times. So Virgo, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this Lenormand card reading. It's not an easy one, but you have good prospects here. When these problems are fixed here, you will have learned a lot, and you will advance a lot. So don't, this is just temporary. Anyway, thank you for your time. If you have interest in financial card readings, I do also philosophical financial card readings. These are short card readings, 10 minutes. You can check them also on my channel. And I do also the spiritual card readings, the 3 you can put together like as a whole, and you have a good overview for the month to come. Anyway, Virgo, thank you for your time. Thank you for considering subscribing, and we see each other next time. Bye bye for now.